season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Baylor Bears, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He'll do it himself. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Leaves it with the back.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Lewis wants to pass. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Red pass is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their 1st drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back.
All right, this defense is just getting ridiculous. First drive, how about this? Tone setter. Get an INT, create another turnover. By the way, they had 6 last week. 6 interceptions, picking up right where they left off.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Bears are marching down the field. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the defense seeing it. They knew the ISO was coming right downhill. They went and met it. You got to go meet that guy in the backfield, meet those pullers in the backfield, make that thing go out wide where it's not supposed to go. Then the defense swarms to the football, gets the tackle for a loss.
Lewis to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
With the catch, it's Jefferson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll try to get outside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. Receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, running back on the move.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Past the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his 1st sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lewis wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Unleashes one. Makes the grab in the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Clips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Smith. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because...
Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Roberts. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Might be looking to run. The throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Looked
defense, and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route, and you make the plays, and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got him. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Wants to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask. But, man, did he do it right there.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Baylor. Trying to do it on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that.
Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
The give to the tailback. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on! Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Grabs it in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back.
And as As a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback may change this route. Lewis wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The give is to Smith. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick step and go. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cavazos. Touchdown, Oregon! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st down. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Let's go.